I know there's a lot going on in the world right now with the elections and everything else, but for me, these are what I would consider my dark days. On this day, a year ago, I went in for what I thought was a clogged milk duct and got a biopsy. And I thought it was going to be an aspiration of the clogged milk duct, and was called in by the radiologist to see the ultrasound, and what she thought she found were calcification. And she asked me if I wanted to have a biopsy, and I said yes. And she was very honest with me, and she told me that she thought she saw cancer. And after she did it, she said she also thought she saw it in the lymph node, and she asked me if I wanted to do it then or if I wanted to do it later to see if it had spread. And I chose to do it then. She said she'd call me within a day, but she was almost certain that it was breast cancer. When it came back, at that point, I only knew it had spread to my lymph nodes. I do not have the BRCA gene or any of the other genes. I found that out later on in the process. But what I did find out was that, or what I thought at the time, was that I thought that I was only, that I had a 3% chance of getting breast cancer. What I found out along the way was that that isn't the case. Time after time again, in the last year, I found more and more women that were diagnosed when they were pregnant or breastfeeding or pre-pregnancy or with children. And when I talked to my new doctor, my new oncologist, she actually specializes in postpartum breast cancer patients. And I said to her, isn't that a very small percentage of people? And I said, I thought it was like, a 3% chance of getting it. And she said to me, no, it's actually probably much higher. We think it's somewhere around 15%, if not higher. And those cancers are far more aggressive. They tend to be, stage 3 or stage 4, if not higher. What's happening is that women like us that are under 40, we're not getting mammograms regularly. And during pregnancy or during breastfeeding, we're not checking our breasts on a regular basis, or we're getting blown off because, we think it's just a clogged milk duct. And so by the time we do recognize that it is a breast cancer, it's already spread. It's already spread to our lymph nodes, or it's already spread to other organs. And we're dying sooner. We're dying quicker. There's no cure for breast cancer. 40,000 women are dying every single year from breast cancer. 200,000 women are being diagnosed with breast cancer. And the majority of the women that I have met that are stage 4 and being diagnosed de novo are under 40. So today in history, for me, was the day that I had my biopsy and learned that I didn't have a clogged milk duct at all. I had breast cancer. And so I've chosen today to post a video, which I never do. I choose not to talk in public as much as possible. I choose to write. I always say I'm a better writer than I am a speaker. But if I can impart one thing to all of you, it's that if anything feels abnormal, please, please, please fight with your doctor to get a mammogram. And if your breasts are dense, which they tend to be when you're younger, especially, make sure you get an ultrasound, because the mammogram will not show everything. Make sure that you get an ultrasound to show more detailed information. Don't let your doctor just tell you that you're too young to get a mammogram. And if it still doesn't seem right, get a mammogram again. Get one the next year. Get one the next year after that. Don't let it get too far. It's women like us that are the ones that are getting the most aggressive cancers right now. And don't let yourself end up in a stage 4 situation. And when you're pregnant, please, when you're pregnant or breastfeeding, please continue to do breast exams. Please don't assume it's just a clogged milk duct. Please don't assume that it's just your breasts being uncomfortable because you're pregnant. Make sure that your OBGYN is conducting regular breast exams. And don't blame it on your OBGYN, obviously, because I think that's something that we all miss. But make sure that everything is being done to make sure that you do not have an aggressive breast cancer, because it is the women like us that are getting those breast cancers. Like I said, I thought it was a 3% chance, but I was wrong. And once you're stage 4, there is no cure. there's still no cure for breast cancer. And of the 200,000 women that are diagnosed every single year, 30% or more will go on to develop stage 4 breast cancer in their lifetime, and 100% of them will die. So please, please do breast exams and don't end up like me. So today in history, a year ago, was when I had my biopsy, and I want to make sure that none of you go through that. Thanks for listening, and I'm sorry if it wasn't the best speech in the world. It was a little boring. Like I said, I'm not a great speaker. I'm a better writer, better photo taker. And that's all I have to say today. Thanks so much. Bye.